Hi everybody! I'm making a little video today to share my must-haves of the moment. So if you've seen these types of videos on YouTube before, then you know sometimes people do like lifestyle favorites or favorite things that they want to share with you like that month, and they do it every month or every few months. And this is my version of that. I don't have any regularly planned time to keep repeating these videos. Like, I'm not going to do them every month, but I just thought it'd be fun to share what I'm loving right now, and I'm calling it my must-haves of the moment. So I picked 5 things that I really like and just want to share them with you. First up is this Betty Crocker gingerbread cookie mix. Oh my goodness, this is so good. I just found it at my grocery store. It costs only like $2, and the package weighs like a little over a pound of this dry mix. It's cheap. It's quick and easy because all you have to add to this is a stick of butter and an egg and a tablespoon of water, and mix it up like you can either by hand obviously, or your KitchenAid mixer like I did because I was too lazy to even mix it by hand. It was really quick, it was really simple, and most importantly, the gingerbread cookies taste really, really good. The only downside I found was that I did not refrigerate my dough for really long at all, and the shapes that I made spread. And if you are going to eat the cookies yourself and you don't really care if they look perfect, then you obviously don't have to worry about that. But if you want to buy this because it's a quick batch that you can whip up to give away as gifts this season, then I would experiment a little bit and work with refrigerating the dough before you bake the cookies so that they hold their shape better. But you just can't beat this. I mean, it's cheap, and it's fast, and it tastes really good. So I recommend giving this a try. Really good for cookies this season. The second thing on my list is this LaCroix sparkling water. Oh my goodness. So it is so good. And LaCroix has been around, I think, like forever, like as long as I can remember. And I've never tried it before. But I've gotten into it in the past couple of weeks, and it is so good, and I'm so glad that I tried it. So if you are looking for a healthier alternative to soda, not just at the holidays when we're stuffing ourselves, but any time of year, you really might want to try this. They have several different flavors, and they're not typical soda flavors or anything. They're like fruity. And I think you could probably find a flavor that sounds good to you. I know I've seen like berry at the grocery store, berry flavor, or apple and cranberry, lemon, different ones. And like I said, I have cherry lime, and it is amazing. So these, again, they're sparkly water with a really light flavor. They are not going to taste as strong as soda, but that's a good thing to me. Sometimes you really need to lighten it up. They have no sugar and no artificial sweeteners and no calories and no fat. So I would really recommend giving these a try. And not only am I excited for them because they're a good fizzy extra something that you can replace soda with, but it's more exciting than just drinking plain water. But the fact that they have a cherry lime flavor makes me so happy. I am obsessed with cherry lime. It is my favorite soda and like special drink flavor ever. And every time we go to the movie theater and get one of the drinks, and it's the world's biggest and most expensive like cup of soda. They're like huge, these cups of soda, and you go to those awesome Coke machines with the screen, and you kind of swipe through and find all the different flavors. I always make I mix the cherry Coke and the lime Coke. It is my favorite. I'm obsessed with it. I do it every time we go to the theater. Thank goodness it's not that often, but I get that huge thing of soda, and then like my husband and I, we share, but we end up drinking the whole thing. It's terrible for you. So as a nice kind of treat at home where I can still get some of that same flavor without actually having to buy the Coke, this is it. This is it. I have found it. Now my sister tried it and my cousin tried this, and they thought it was absolutely disgusting. So I just want to put that out there in case you are not into flavored sparkly waters. It really might not be your thing, but if you like sparkly water with a little hint of something in it, this is the way to go. They're a nice treat. Next up is this Beverage Warmer. It's like a mug warmer, like an electric coaster. And I found it, there's the picture, and I found it at Bed Bath & Beyond for $5, which is awesome and really cheap. So I have not actually yet used this for warming up any beverages. I'm sure that I'm going to soon. I'm going to try it and see how well it keeps my tea or my cocoa warm. But right now I'm actually using this upstairs in my bathroom. it works really well to just warm up and thin out your lotions and your oils. Everything kind of gets like a little more firm and a little harder and thicker to put on, I think, in the winter. And this takes care of that, no problem. So if I'm in the mood to put on coconut oil one evening or another night, sometimes I just like my regular moisturizer and sometimes I add a few drops of oil into that. I put it in the glass bowl and put it on this warmer just for a few minutes, and it helps them warm up so they're nicer to put on and also to thin out. I know that my coconut oil right now is really solid because it's so cold outside, so I can't just like scoop it right out of the jar and put it on anyway. Like I have to try. I was heating it up with my hands before, but this is nicer. It makes it even warmer than that. So I'd recommend giving this a try if you're putting on a lot of lotions this winter, really any time of year, but especially during the winter. I'd say give this a try for kind of thinning them out and warming them up before you put them on. The TV show that I'm loving right now and I have to watch every single episode of is Conviction. It's a legal drama and it's on ABC on Mondays, and it stars Hayley Atwell, who is Agent Carter herself. So if you are a Marvel fan, you know that Agent Carter was in Captain America, and then she also had her own show called Agent Carter not that long ago. They only had 2 seasons of it. I loved that show. So first let me put out maybe a little plug for that. If you're looking for something to watch and can find the 2 seasons of Agent Carter that came out, watch that. But if you can't find that, then watch this new show. So Hayley Atwell is the actress who plays Agent Carter, and the Hayes Morrison, the character in Conviction. So I pretty much followed Hayley Atwell from Agent Carter to Conviction because I couldn't see, her in Agent Carter anymore. I said I'm going to watch her in whatever I can and give her show Conviction a try. And I'm really glad I did. So her character, she's a lawyer and she's got like a political family and she's been in all kinds of trouble over her entire life, and she's always getting up to some type of mischief or scandal or drugs or something. And so now she works with a group of other lawyers and they re-examine old cases to see if somebody was wrongfully convicted. I think that the cases are really interesting that they work on, but I like mysteries and crime solving type of stuff. So the premise of the show is like right up my alley. And if you're into that, you might like it too. And so they look at the cases. The cases are interesting to me and the characters are interesting. I think her character, Hayes, and then everybody on her team, they're all really different and come from different places. And I think it's great. I like them all. At times you're going to like hate them all or take issues with them, but overall they're all really good characters. And she, as the main character, I know like when you hear the phrase you love to hate somebody, but that kind of doesn't apply here because you can't hate her no matter how many stupid things she does or how big her mouth is or the trouble that she gets into. I still can't hate her. I really like her character, and deep down she's a good person. So you throw that and her crazy personality with the other members of the team, and you throw that together with the cases that they're trying to solve, and it just makes for a really good show. And especially if you're looking for something new to watch, maybe other than just Christmas movies this month, I recommend giving this a try. And it got bad reviews online apparently, but I never really pay attention to reviews. Like I just looked that up before I made this video to see like what the reviews even were. And apparently people think it stinks, but I don't care. That doesn't really influence my opinion ever, whether I watch something or not, what the reviews say about it. So if you also don't put a whole lot of stock in the reviews, then I say give this show a watch. We're probably 6 or 7 episodes in now already, but still see if you can find the old stuff. It's really good. Okay, and last but certainly not least, that I have to have right now, well technically any time of year, but right now especially with Christmas shopping, is Ebates. If you are not using Ebates, you need to start using Ebates for your online shopping like yesterday. So it is a cashback website, and when you do your online shopping, you start at Ebates, and then you find the website that you want to shop at and click through. You click a shop now button and it takes you like through to the website you want to go to. And it starts an official shopping trip for you. And then you get to that website and start shopping as normal. I probably didn't explain that terribly well, but it is a lot easier than however I just made it out to sound. Stores partner with Ebates apparently and offer cash back Why they do this, I don't know, but I have used it to great advantage. And I know that people who shop online way more than I do, because I don't even shop online all that much, you could totally take advantage of this and get so much money back. So the stores on there, it's probably not every single store online, unfortunately, but it's a ton of stores online, and a ton that I shop at especially. There's Target, there's Best Buy, there's Bed Bath & Beyond, there's Toys R Us. I mean, Amazon is on there. I can't even possibly list them. There's a ton, and there's an alphabetical search. It's really easy to find the websites on there if you're curious about who eBay partners with. So the amount of cash back varies as well. Some days you might see cash back as, I hate to say lame, but I'll say it, as lame as like 1%. Sometimes it's 3 or 4%. It goes like up and down and back and forth all the time for the different stores. I don't see any rhyme or reason to it. But I do know that on Black Friday, I kick myself because I did no shopping, and some of the stores had crazy high amounts of cash back, like up to 10%, which I've never seen before for some stores. And it was totally worth shopping on Black Friday. If you do no other shopping with Ebates, I'd say make it a point one day a year, Black Friday, to do some online shopping with them for your Christmas gifts. You can set up a free account with Ebates. It's really easy to set up an account. You do not provide them with any bank information, checking information, nothing. You just make your account, do your shopping, and then every quarter they send you a check in the mail. That is it. They do not need any more information from you. It's that simple. They just send you a check, and then you go deposit it at your bank. I have a tip or two for when you're actually doing your shopping online. And so that is, again, you start with Ebates, you find the store and click shop now to like go through to the website that you want to end up at. And I recommend staying in the same window. Like, you have to stay in the same window to do the shopping, and do not open up any new tabs in that browser window, because then things get confused and they can't always, like if you're checking out in a different tab, Ebates can't always easily keep track of things. And it can get a little messy if you're opening a bunch of windows while you're doing your shopping with Ebates and you're opening a bunch of new tabs. Just plain don't do it. If you have to, research what you're buying before so you know the exact item that you're looking for, and therefore don't have to open a bunch of new windows and tabs while you're shopping, just to make things easier and less confusing. If you do have any issues and you aren't able to, like Ebates doesn't get your cash back recorded properly or something, but you did your shopping trip the right way, then you can always use their help. They have like a help section, and send them your shopping trip number and proof of your purchase. And they have always, it doesn't happen a lot for me, but in the beginning when I was still figuring it out, it did happen a couple of times, and they were always great about it. And they still gave me my cash back when I sent them all the proof that they needed to show the shopping trip. They never once like questioned what I was sending them, and it was great. I was still able to easily get my cash back. It just took a few extra steps while I was figuring out the best way to handle the windows and tabs and everything. If you're going to sign up and make your free account, use a friend's like referral link if you know somebody else who has it, or enter their email. So find somebody else who has Ebates first, enter their email as like the person who referred you to them, and then your friend gets extra money on their cash back, like just for having referred you, and you get extra money too. So I just did this with a friend, and because I was the referrer, I got $25 for like nothing, because they added my email address in as a person who referred them. That's it. I didn't have to do anything. And then Ebates just sent me like an email and added $25 to my account. I had to do nothing. It was so cool. And then my friend who signed up got $10 just for using my referral. She got $10 cash back right off the bat before she had even purchased anything from Ebates after making her new account. So definitely do that. Don't just go sign up willy-nilly. Really see if you can find somebody to give you their email address or their referral link before you sign up. This is totally worth it. And then especially at the holidays when you're spending probably more money than usual online, and maybe even, I mean, depending on how big your family and friends are, you might spend a couple of $1,000s. This is the perfect opportunity and the perfect time to get cash back for that. Do not miss out. If you are not using Ebates, you need to start using Ebates immediately, and especially before all your Christmas shopping is done. Okay, that's it. Those are my 5 must-haves of the moment. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you soon, and happy holidays. Bye. Can you say goodbye? And thank you for watching. Bye, everybody.